Just give me 1 second. Pages are loading up. Live on Twitch. Well, the main screen, the main thing. Yeah, we're live on YouTube, and I'm not sure about. Yeah, well, ooh. Okay. Well, we're all there. I'm gonna push it, and then let's just start it. Hey, everybody. This is Glenn Petriello and Angi from ChocolateSpiel, and we're just going to fix.
And now you need to say my last name.
Yes, I was going to make you pronounce it for me.
Pfleiderer.
Say that again.
Pfleiderer.
Pfleiderer.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, welcome. This is the second time Angi and I have done a chocolate tasting for everybody. We enjoyed it the first time, then we want to do it again, and we want to reach more people to share our story and to share some chocolate. And so today we have 3 bars that we're going to be tasting. But first, want to just make sure everybody knows a little bit about Angi and myself. For those who are new, we're trying something new here where we are on, and Angi's picture keeps getting different sizes.
Smaller.
Different sizes, yeah. All right, we're pushing you there. All right, there we go. All right. So we'll move this around here. So Angi, tell us about your journey. What started you on the chocolate journey way back when, a couple of years ago, into where you are today?
It's a super weird story. So me and my husband, we moved to Seattle in 2016, and I was doing the Theo's chocolate tour here in Seattle, and recognized that I used the same machines before. So I'm originally a chemical engineer and was developing coatings and paints in the lab.
Ooh.
And saw, hey, those are the same machines. And 2 weeks later, we did the chocolate indulgent tour at Pike Place and stopped by Indi Chocolate. And I've heard that they will have a new factory. And so next day, I went there with my resume in my hand and asked, hey, do you need somebody who's making chocolate or so? And I started working there, as you know, because we worked there together. Then I went back to my old job because you can make a living with chocolate. And but 1 year later, I started my own company, ChocolateSpiel. And now I'm doing this, as a full-time job.
Wow. That's
the start. The short story.
pretty awesome. And when Angi and I met, she was just really excited about working in chocolate and doing something.
Yeah.
And you were taking an online course. I remember that, and I remember all the times that we would spend so much time together they called it the Spanish table location.
Yes.
We would make chocolate just nonstop. I never would want to go and take a day off or anything. And you guys are yelling at me. You're like, no, I have to make chocolate. You're like, no, you have to take off. But
oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so much fun. And it was just a great time, learning experience. Working with Joffrey was the name of our chocolate tempering machine that we originally used. And then there was upgrades to the continuous tempering machines. But yeah, I mean, those were some of the fun times in Seattle. And so so when you left and when I decided to leave in February to come back home, I
Mm-hmm.
started Chocotastery. For those who don't know, it's a chocolate education and tasting company. We try to put on experiences that really bring a whole new discovery opportunity for those who like chocolate that don't know much about chocolate, that they are able to learn about chocolate in different ways and just learn about who's who in chocolate and then learn how to taste chocolate. And so um, with the past couple of months, I've been doing classes. I know Angie's doing pop-ups all the time in Seattle. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to learn more about that later. But first, I think we have
Yeah.
3 bars to go through. Um,
Yes, please.
yeah, and so I have this bar. It's called No, Noe, right? So this bar is interesting because there are a lot of people were talking about it
Mm-hmm.
for a while. So it was a partnership between Fruition Chocolate and Eclat Chocolate. So Eclat Chocolate is a chocolatier, I believe. Where are they? They're in Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania, yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
so Fruition's in upstate New York, and they wound up going to this one particular farm where the farmer's name was No Vasquez. Yeah.
Vasquez.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's an entire story around it, and so they came together and they put bar they put the perfect cross. It says. So let's just hear about it. So he's the only producer to grow the largest cocoa variety known to man in northern Peru a perfect cross of Nacional and Criollo varieties. So it's a light, sophisticated flavor profile that they brought out in this bar. And um, yeah, let's just get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hungry. It's lunchtime for me.
Yeah, it's past lunchtime.
Yeah.
I had a chocolate class
Oh, yeah.
today already, so I already had my chocolate for the day for my breakfast.
No,
This is lunch.
there. This is lunch. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
pretty.
you could see how,
Yeah.
yeah, it's very light. It
Nice.
looks like it's almost milk chocolate,
Almost, yeah.
but it's 80%. So for you guys, 80% means that there's 80% chocolate and there's like the chocolate liquor and 20% sugar. So it's less sugar, so it's going to be more cacao flavor. So break it in half. So as part of my process with Chocotastery, you kind of look at it and we can see how light it is. In my light, it's probably not as good as your light. The snap,
Oh, yes.
and then break it a little bit again to smell the aromas. Take it all in, get it up there in your nose,
Mm.
and then we could taste.
Mm. That's different. What I expected.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what I'm tasting.
I feel like it was like a milky taste to it first, but there's no milk in it.
Mm-mm.
But it's very like so.
Creamy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's only 2 ingredient chocolate. You get that? Like it's only beans and cane
Yeah.
sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like very like delicate flavor. So that's like reminiscent of Criollo type. It's like very delicate. It's not
Mm-hmm.
very complex at all.
No, that's really nice. Really nutty.
Yeah. Mm.
That's what I feel. Mm.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of nut. like a roasted nut. It's super creamy. Like there's like I would have thought if I was blind tasting this that this was a milk chocolate almost. Like just like the creaminess
A
of
dark
it.
milk.
Yeah, or dark milk. Dark milk. Mm.
They don't give us any hints. I can feel like some coffee in there, but it could be only the bitterness because it is bitter.
Yeah,
but nice, in a nice way.
that's maybe like the nuttiness could be like almost like a coffee coffee note to it as well. That's really good.
Like it.
It's very like I'm gonna chill at home and like take a nice break and have a piece of chocolate. You know, one thing that came up today during class was when I went around to the four students, I was like, all right, so what's your favorite one? And they're like, well, if I was taking like just relaxing with a piece of chocolate, I would take this. I would choose this one. But if I was gonna give it to somebody like as a gift, I would choose this one. I'm like,
Yes.
that's a good way to pose questions now.
Yes.
For you
Absolutely.
or for somebody else, which one would you taste? And would you give them? That's a good one.
That's a good one. I also feel like I want to pair this with actually maybe a cafe latte or something. You know, something really milky, something really smooth, maybe even a matcha tea, like a matcha latte or so.
I love me a matcha
I think
latte.
I want to have that.
I got to bring this to work on Monday. We do a little tasting at work. We usually get matcha lattes.
Are you always doing that?
Matcha lattes? Or tastings?
No, like pairings at work.
Sometimes I bring in some chocolate
Nice.
here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
They always ask me, my coworkers. It's pretty funny. Oh man. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes, which one?
So pick between Thailand or Vietnam.
Vietnam. Let's keep Vietnam for the end.
Okay. So this is
that's a good
Malai chocolate. All right, so they are based in Thailand, and it's Eastern Thailand. So it's Chanthaburi. Yeah, and I picked them up in Northwest Chocolate Festival. So I've had this bar for a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. A little bit
I need a
confusing,
scissor.
but it's open.
I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, the opening here is a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I want to eat it. So
I'm back. I have scissors.
I just ripped it open like a barbarian.
All right, here we go. Give me the chocolate. All right. So mine broke in half, but here you go. So we see when I'm looking at it, it's like milk chocolate. It's so light.
But it's darker, right?
It's a hair darker than the 80% bar.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. And so this is a 70%. So yeah. Here, break it. Mine's not a great snap because it's traveled probably.
Mine's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, we're going in.
Already in. It reminds me of something. I know what. Do you know those little orange tarts? Like there's a cookie, some orange jelly, and some chocolate on top. It reminds me of that. Orange and cookie.
Hmm. I'm getting a light orange note. It's not like a pronounced one. Maybe because mine is an older batch. There's no date on batch date on it,
Mm-mm.
but
Mm.
yeah, it's not as pronounced. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's very like I'm getting a lot of cocoa notes, like
Yep,
chocolatey
for
note,
sure.
and then it's like a very like light hints of that orange note. Nothing like
Yeah, it's not in your
hitting me.
face, but
Yeah, it's interesting.
so when would you eat that? I think I would also eat it when I'm chilling at home.
Yeah, I wouldn't give this to a person as a gift. I'd probably want to give
No.
them something more complex so they can see some really cool stuff. Not to say that this isn't
Mm-hmm.
good. Um, yeah, like as like a baseline, like nothing exciting is coming out of it for me, but like the little, it's like I think they could like put more flavor punch into it. Unless like, did you
Yeah.
have a lot of flavor in yours? Like a
Well, I've
punch.
had this orange cookie, but that's pretty much it.
Hmm.
Could be more.
Hmm.
So, and it's gone already. So usually, yeah, I like it when it stays longer in your mouth,
Hmm.
like the whole flavors and stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They don't really say much about their
Mm-hmm.
like the around
Tasting
the
notes or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
There's nothing around tasting notes. There's nothing
Mm-mm.
around the beans that is um, like they just say that they get um, they use the finest ingredients possible from all over Thailand, including fresh cacao fruit directly from the farmers. So they're one of the few chocolate makers in the world that start with fresh cacao and ferment the raw cacao themselves, giving them the control of every step, which is something that's really um, acknowledgeable in the industry. It's like starting from the raw cacao, and then after fermenting and drying, they roast and refine into a smooth chocolate in their Bangkok micro factory. And so it's like a European craft. So it's more
Yes.
European style, right?
Yes, it is.
It's like it totally makes sense. Like the European style, it's more like
Smooth.
creamy, like
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And they donate a portion of the proceeds
Mm-hmm.
of every bar to sell. They sell to animal rescues, including elephant sanctuaries in Thailand. So that's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's
Super cool.
you're living out the mission of Chocotastery there, like learning, discovering, and
Yes.
learning, tasting, and discovering. So you're discovering your impact by buying and supporting these guys. So we'll talk
Cool.
about where you can pick up a bar like this later. Um, I think we have a third one to try.
Yes. Super excited about that one.
Yes. So these folks are called Belvie Chocolate Maker. They are located in Ho Chi
Vietnam.
Minh City, Vietnam. And so this is the Lam Dong bar. And fun fact, um, your picture got too big.
Small.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
too
you.
big
I
this
got
time.
you. Like you just took over the most of the screen. I got you back on like half and half. We're good. All right. So just a fun fact holds a special place in our hearts, which is when we were talking about
Mm-hmm.
which bar from Belvie did we want to try. We were like Lam Dong, Ting Dang,
Yes.
Lam Dong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Oh yeah. So let's get into this.
Yes. Oh, and I also like the packaging. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no, I'm destroying it. I am
Oh my
destroying
God.
it. I hate when that happens. I'm feeling guilty.
Savage.
I'm always
Chocolate
feeling guilty.
savage. So you can see it's pretty cool. Um,
Yes.
they produce their chocolate in Saigon, Just so you know, there's Landong. The region is it's a highlands region, very mountainous province with temperate and mild climate all year round, and that gives the special cacao beans the richest flavor and unimaginable taste of this bar. So pretty awesome.
Yes.
And so it's a little adhesive thing here. All right. Wow, that's a nice bar. It's a nice design.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mine is kind of stuck to it a little bit. So I may just have to be a little savage myself and go all in. I'm just going to break a piece there. Because you showed, oh, you just, awesome. Awesome. All right. So as far as the color, I got to say, this is lighter.
Also, super light. Yes.
If somebody were to look at all three bars that we're tasting today, they would have thought it's a milk chocolate tasting.
Yep. It's
Nope.
not.
Nope. So it's a fairly thick bar, right?
Mm-hmm. It is thick.
Yeah. And so mine didn't really snap because probably the temperature got like I was traveling back and forth in hot weather today. So that's
not good for
why.
chocolate.
Yeah. And it was sitting at the co-working space for a couple of days too. Bad Glenn. Bad Glenn.
Bad Glenn.
All right. So, oh my God. I just got a nice spice note.
Okay. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello, Lamdong.
oh yeah.
Oh,
And that just keeps on going.
it's going. Cherry, ray, tobacco,
I couldn't even think
nutmeg.
that fast. I'm getting all those warm spices like nutmeg and
Mm-hmm.
there's like oh man, that is just like a powerhouse of spice. It's
Yes.
just like a menage a trois of spice. Whoa.
Mm.
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 Thank you guys for bearing with us as we have a moment here.
Yeah, in 1 second here.
It's like moments of silence just to take it in.
Mm-hmm. That's always a good sign.
Mm.
I
Wow.
really love that.
So
that's really nice.
There's like a nice journey. It's what I'm getting is a little astringency on the end. Like my mouth is watering.
Yeah. Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah. But the for about 2/3 of the entire journey, it was nonstop spice, like
Yeah.
varying like in and out layers. Like you were
Mm-hmm.
like, I definitely got like, um, uh, I don't know. Would you say cardamom a little bit? I don't know if cardamom is a
Maybe.
spice. I don't know if that's the correct way to. I don't know. But I
Cardamom.
definitely got
Just.
nutmeg and maybe a little
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
cinnamon. I don't know, something around that. But it
But
was
it's
it was just
good.
very like homey feeling. Like I would totally gift this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't say much. They don't even share any.
Tasting notes.
Yeah, no tasting notes here.
I'm also feeling like a little bit of a toast, like a butter, like butter with toast.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make sense? I don't know.
Yeah, and it's they add some cocoa butter. Yeah, they
Maybe.
do add some cocoa butter, so it is a
Mm-hmm.
little um
Smoother,
yeah. I'm going in for a
richer.
second taste. I'm sorry.
Mm. Mm.
It's more like there is that toastiness.
Yeah.
There is like a
Mm.
malted milk creaminess. That's what it
Yes.
is. That's what it is. It's malted,
Yes.
that malted taste.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. That kind of brings me back to my first bar tasting experience with Madre Chocolates, Dominican Republic bar
Mm-hmm.
years ago. That's my like first bar that like is tasted
Mm-hmm.
like Ovaltine, just like this malted milk flavor thing. And that brought
Oh.
me back to my uncle making me Ovaltine in the morning on Saturdays for breakfast.
Mm.
And so that was
Wow.
like my first bar.
That's
Like,
cool.
what? That was back
Yes.
4 years ago,
That's cool.
2015. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's what I got. I knew that reminded me of something.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Mm.
I'm also getting something smoky, something I can't really put a finger on. Almost like smoky paprika, like the spice. It doesn't taste like paprika, but the smokiness, like
Mm. Like a smoked spice. Yeah.
yeah, like a smoky, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Smokiness.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Good.
Totally. So those were the three bars. Did you want to taste one of
Mm-hmm.
your bars? So I
Which
have.
one do you have right now?
Let me go get it.
Yeah. And after he's back, I'm going to get mine. Because we probably go with the Madagascar with coconut sugar because today we haven't had a lot of fruits in our chocolate. So I'm like, maybe that makes sense. I was
Yes.
just talking and talking. What do you have? Yes, that's the one I wanted to have. And I get it too.
Okay. So
Okay. We've had the Madagascar with cane sugar.
yes.
Do you have it in mind? Like, kind of. It was really bright, really fruity, mango.
Boom. I got it.
Boom.
Boom. That's my go-to saying
And I need a
because
scissor too.
yep. Already on it.
Ready? And that's super interesting what a huge effect the sugar has on the, I
All
think it's
right. So
crazy.
I have the other bar here too. And I have like a small piece of it left because I
Yes.
do taste it often. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste it with the sugar, the maple sugar, and then I'm going to taste it without, I mean, sorry, the coconut sugar. And then I'm going to go back.
Coconut
Yeah,
sugar.
I want to see the difference because
Yes.
why not, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So mind you, another one, it's very light,
Yes. Super light.
super,
Mm-hmm.
super light. Like this is lighter than the Malai.
Mm-hmm.
It's lighter by a tad bit of the Belvie. So
Yep.
yeah, all right, here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, I smell that coconut already.
And I want to be honest, I don't like what the coconut sugar does to the texture
Mm.
because it's really sticky, more sticky than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And also when I'm making it, the viscosity is than with cane sugar because the coconut sugar attracts more water.
Mm.
So the viscosity of chocolate is like getting, yes. I think it's a really fun experiment.
Yeah,
Really
I mean,
cool.
I definitely see what you're saying with it being very sticky. Yeah, and the coconut takes on a lot. Like you don't get as much like of the fruity notes in the other one.
Right. It reminds me of ginger snap, like a lot of molasses, like
Molasses.
darker raisin notes.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's totally unique. I don't think I've had a
It
bar with coconut sugar before.
it's cool, especially if you compare it, because it's just crazy what, yeah, the impact of the sugar. I think it's crazy.
Right. I'm trying the Madagascar without the coconut sugar now.
The cane one,
Hmm.
yeah,
True.
different story,
Hmm.
right?
Oh yeah, completely.
Hmm.
Yeah, you get like the fruity is like tropical fruit notes.
Yes, I'm feeling like passion fruit or mango. I'm
Hmm.
always like, sometimes I'm more like passion
Hmm.
fruit, sometimes more mango,
Hmm. Yeah,
raspberry. Hmm.
the raspberry towards the end,
Hmm.
like on the finish, you get a little tartness, but
Yeah,
it's mostly like that tropical
absolutely.
fruit during the middle part of it.
Mhm.
Cool. I definitely prefer it without the coconut sugar.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I mean, hey, you got to like. I applaud you for trying it because I don't
Yeah,
see
I
a
will
lot of
always try
coconut
stuff
sugar.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also healthier. That's why I'm also like to use, yeah, healthier stuff when I can, or at least I try it. Yeah.
Cool. I like it. It's good. Good
Cool.
job. Good job. So
Yeah.
tell tell us about what do you have coming up lately, the next couple of weeks and months. What you got going on?
Uh, so I am doing lots and lots of pop-ups right now here in Seattle. Next week I'm at a craft market, urban craft market, here in Seattle at Pioneer Square. That's always
Cool.
fun. So it's always first Thursday of the month. That's always pretty cool. What else? I'm at a lot of co-working spaces, so yeah, doing some events there.
Nice. That's
Yes,
awesome.
yeah, that's really fun. Doing a wine and chocolate pairing. It's more about chocolate, and then later we always try to combine chocolate and wine, which is actually not that easy to find a good wine with chocolate.
Hmm.
And brewery. So I'm
Wow.
at their
Okay.
summer party, and so yeah, check out
You're
my
running
website
around.
if you're yeah. So check out my website, check out the events page, and yeah, everything is there.
So for everybody who's watching us right now, you'll see on the screen below Angie's face, there and below my face is our all of our social media handles. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Hmm.
Just search ChocolateSpiel on YouTube. Her
Yep.
entire series. She did a series on cacao nibs and a whole
Hmm.
chocolate making process at home. She continues
Right.
to create content for us. And chocolatespiel.com, that's her website. It's all up there.
Yeah.
So definitely keep watching. I'm excited to
Yeah.
see how those wine classes go. Um,
Yes.
I'm getting inspired by Estelle Tracy. She put out a
Uh-huh.
whole little guide video on wine and chocolate, and
Mm.
hopefully going to be teaming up with somebody in the area here to learn more about doing tastings together.
That's cool.
And I
Yeah.
picked up a book. I don't have it in front of me. It's called like The Wine Folly. Wine Folly book. It's like the ultimate. So I just picked up the book yesterday to as a reference guide to figure
Yeah,
out
that's
tips
cool.
and tricks around
Yeah.
like all these different wines that are like I don't know what wines are which one from which. Like I know chocolate, like we both know chocolate, and
Yeah.
so there's always that
Yeah.
challenge to
Yeah.
grow and give the people what they
Yes,
want.
for sure.
They want like cool experiences, and I think you're doing a great
Yep.
job with getting out there with beer and wine and
Yeah.
working with everybody.
It's
So
fun.
keep it up. So for me,
Yeah. Tell me about your stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a couple of more live chocolate tastings coming up. I just had a class today,
Nice.
um, and so I'm going to be doing some more classes once a month, and maybe I'll fit in before the end of the year a couple of wine and chocolate
Oh
classes. If
yes.
I could put something together with whoever I'm going to be speaking with, um, and then I have some other stuff in the works around my chocolate tasting guide and getting it out there, and been doing some chocolate tastings and having the opportunity for people to buy the chocolate beforehand and we ship it to them so that they could taste along with us. So that's my question to everybody watching. Make a comment wherever, or send me an email, or reach out to me on any type of social media platform if you're interested in buying chocolate that we're tasting beforehand. We'd love to know, and I have something in the works that maybe we could make
That's
that
cool.
happen and have more people on, and it could be a global thing with tasting and having people chime in as well. So yeah, you have anything else to share?
Mm. Need more chocolate. I'm just eating.
Eat more chocolate.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
Well, this was a lot of fun, as
Yeah, it was
always.
fun.
It's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Great time catching up. And
Yes.
so, favorite bar was definitely, yeah, I gotta say,
Yes.
hmm yep. And
Cool.
yeah, I definitely thought this bar is pretty interesting. The no bar.
It is
Um,
for sure.
it's a very classic and like traditional Korea.
Yes.
So I could totally appreciate that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Cool.
So I think that's
Thanks.
it, right?
Yeah.
So you see um, all of the social media handles, our websites in the description, right on the screen below here and right there. No, there, there you go.
There.
Everywhere. So definitely reach out to us, follow us. We were live on YouTube, Twitch, and I think Facebook. I don't know. This will go up on Facebook if we weren't live on Facebook. Um, but want to thank you once again, Angie. You're the best. Keep
Yeah.
up the great work, and we will do this again soon. And
Super fun.
we'll have another update
Yeah.
and a few more awesome bars that we never tried. And yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Thank
Thanks
you so much,
everybody for
man.
coming, watching. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.